Commence primary ignition.
Hi, I'm Juan Davis, ILM model maker, and you're watching the virtual Cantina.
Whoops. Hello. Pulling a mark. Somebody move.
Hello there.
Hey, we're live. How you doing? How you doing?
I love that graphic. I need that Chewbacca mask.
That's actually a pretty good one considering it's kind of old. But anyways, hey Dave, hey Sherry, good. Thanks for joining us, Sherry, in place of Spencer tonight, who's off doing Spencer things.
We got an upgrade.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
I don't know about that, but glad to join in with one of my favorite Star Wars adjacent movies.
Oh, this is very Star Wars adjacent for sure. And
Star Wars adjacent with Star Wars cameos.
Yes.
That too. And Star Trek cameos.
Mm-hmm.
He'll do anything. he'll guess.
Give him enough money, he'll do it.
Yeah, right. But oddly enough, Seth Rogen plays two different characters in this movie. It's so weird.
Challenging dual roles.
Actually, he's three.
Oh, three. That's right. Yeah, he's multi characters. He's he's like key characters multiple times throughout the movie, which is so weird. But he's funny, and he goes in with the makeup and everything. Kind of fun. And I think isn't one of the best lines that Dan delivered pretty much directly at him, or at least hit the group he's with at one point. Anyways,
nobody.
We'll see it. Spoiler
nobody.
Alert. Spoiler alert. We don't want to give away anything to no, I'm sure hopefully everybody.
Well, we do want to give away things, but that's not what we want to give away. We want to give away things.
We do have some more cool giveaways on our road to 100K here.
Yes.
My computer is super slow.
And we were was totally sitting there like debating in the pre-show has this been put out there to the general public? I don't think the next one has.
Yeah, I think we're waiting on a few more members to join, but there will be a couple more really cool items for people to possibly win, and I'm definitely entering, like Sherry said before we got on the air, the next one or two.
Oh yeah,
the last one was very cool, but it was not quite as cool, I don't think, as some of the upcoming ones.
Well, I think it's cool. It's cool for everyone who doesn't already have tickets for that. You and I already are set up to go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
We're square for both of those items for that glass giveaway. So it was good that the person that won actually was able to get some more I think family members to go with them.
Yeah.
Which
good.
Is to both events.
More people in there. That's the greatest thing.
I think
if you've got some other accounts that are not already members, join, because as soon as we hit 98,500.
Oh, I gotta remember that. I think Fat Mickey Vader is a member.
Yeah. Oh, I have several.
Entry.
I have several accounts that are
at least one extra entry. So we have some really cool stuff coming up. So keep an eye out for that. And I think there will be an official announcement as to what's next in a short time. You don't have to wait too long.
No,
but the more word of mouth and other people you get to join, the quicker we will get there. So that means the quicker we will reveal and give away prizes if we can get up to a certain follower count.
Because right now we are at 98,334, and we're just trying to get to 98.5.
And then when we get to 99, there will be another giveaway.
Yes.
And of course, our road to 100K means there's going to be something next after that at 100,000.
The prize at 100,000 is pretty out of control.
It is a good one, and they kind of go up exponentially.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that. That one's a lot of fun. If you're a Star Wars fan, you should be quite pleased with trying to win that. Actually, both the next prizes, of course. We are
both of the next
Star Wars Celebration group after all, so they'll be very Star Wars related. So
we're giving away a model of the USS Enterprise.
Oh yes,
signed by Captain James T. Kirk himself.
There you go. Well, I think people would be all about that too.
Yes,
I was disappointed that I couldn't get Shatner to sign anything for me when I saw him last year, but he was doing big events and was around a lot of people and didn't have time to have me get him mobbed.
Yeah, well, when he starts that sort of thing, when he's out and about doing that, he does one, and it's going to be $1 million.
Yeah, any kind of person of note that pauses to do something for one person is going to do a handful more before they can get away, and usually it's a bummer for people that want to get it, but that's why they try to avoid that kind of stuff. But anyways, so tonight we're watching Fanboys. Amazing movie. Kyle Newman directed it, and some fun people starred in it. They're over there. The other way. That way.
Which way? Oh yeah, I can't ever point the right way because it's not. I'm pointing this way, but it's really that.
Yes.
No, it's not
and,
that.
So yeah, it was weird. This movie, I was following it as it was, in production and talked about and everything, and then it was coming to a point where it was going to be released, and then somehow it got sort of, I don't know if it was shelved or what exactly happened. There was some issues where they were trying to redo the story, and the production or the distributor changed, or they didn't want to release it or something. And then finally the version that came out on my birthday in 2009. So that was
I'm thinking it may have been the story revision, because
there was some story revision.
Originally, Linus wasn't sick. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, I have heard that.
Just more of a road trip amongst friends or something.
Well, this movie reminds me a lot about Road Trip.
Yeah.
You seen Road Trip?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's got a similar vibe for sure.
And then I really think, based on the van, what's the Disney animated movie with like the trolls in the van?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Onward.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was
same kind of idea, but this came out before that. Maybe this influenced.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is I think that this may have inspired that.
But it is a pretty sweet van. It's right above my head, sort of.
Well, I think it's basically the A-Team van without the red stripe.
very, very similar. Probably a similar year for sure. But it's got all the cool graphics and the setup inside and the dome and everything. It's very cool.
Well, that's one of the things that reminds me about the Onward van. It's got the sweet graphics on the side.
Yeah. They said that they had 3 versions of the van. That one was actually working, and then 2 were stunt vans. Right. But the R2-D2 that's on the top, they could only afford one, so they would have to move it.
Oh,
the van.
Oh.
All right.
And I also want to point out that one of the writers of the movie, if you're a fan of the Goldbergs, was Adam F. Goldberg from the Goldbergs.
Yep. He became very prolific right after this. Not that he wasn't already. Did you share to Facebook there, Dave? I didn't.
Oh, dang it! I didn't. I will
I
do
got
that right now.
I got Instagram going, so we're on there. We do have a handful of viewers.
I do forget. We talked bad about the Spencer, and I failed to do what is normally his job.
Yeah.
Fail.
I was just looking at the numbers, and it looked a little low.
Yeah,
But
you are correct.
Yeah, I was going to say nobody's commented yet, not even to say hello.
Oh, but I did do a little graphic alteration over there so that there's sort of a space, hopefully, to view the comments as they.
Oh
scroll
yeah,
by.
and you darkened
Oh,
it, so maybe
yes.
they'll show up better.
Yeah, so I added like the overlay that StreamYard does is sort of translucent and has that sort of shadow thing, but I made the area darker because I felt that would help things be more readable. But we haven't gotten any messages in our chat yet. Let's add one. That way we can see what it looks like.
All right. Well, we're posted to the page as of now,
There we
so
go.
I did the thing. So
All right. Hey, that looks pretty good. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Very,
that's
very
It
readable.
does show up very well.
It is still too
More
small. I wish they let us adjust it.
Well, it's still in beta, so maybe it'll
true.
fix.
Maybe they'll make it more robust as time goes on, but I think that's if we're going to use it at all, that's definitely a way to go there with a little darker background. And so, anyways, if you chat or comment in the chat, I should say, Facebook or YouTube. I'm not sure if any of the other platforms pick it up. I don't think so, but Facebook and YouTube, your chat will show up there. So, you know, you can see yourself on screen. All right, so this is one of our fun strays away from the standard Star Wars fare that we usually watch, and you know, we get the little downtime in between properties, and the last two were amazing movies. Rogue One 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and A New Hope last week.
Star Wars.
Yes, Star Wars. Well, it's, you know, technically it is A New Hope at this point because of the amount of
that and the fact we were watching the special edition.
Yeah, if we watched the original, version, we could just say Star Wars.
Yes, that was how I remember it, and I remember like coming to the realization that they had altered it at some point. I think watching it on VHS when I was, you know, in my teens or something. But it's always going to be. I mean, when I say Star Wars, if you're talking about movies, I'm specifically talking about the movie we watched last week.
Yeah.
So, although I do refer to it as A New Hope too, I think I'm more assisting others in understanding what I'm talking about.
Mm.
But, anyways, this is a fun movie. Got a great cast. When it did get released on DVD, I got to go to an event at a comic book shop here in Hollywood area, Golden Apple, that does a lot of fun stuff. I've had many fun excursions to that store, both just visiting and when they actually have events. And for this one, they did a DVD release party with Kyle, the director, Kyle Newman, Jamie King, who's one of the other female leads besides Kristen Bell, and Dan Fogler came as well. I don't think anybody else was there.
Anna was Anna.
And the other guys weren't there, but you know, it was still fun. And a few of my Star Wars cohorts from around the area were there. Obi Sean was there with his H-Wing, his original Star Wars car. And this is when he had his Yoda puppet before the latex deteriorated. So he was hanging out. There was a bunch of 501st and other random Legion members. I just got a memory in Facebook of like last week or something for the event, the photos that I had posted when the event happened. And so I guess the movie came out on my birthday, which is February 6th, but the DVD came out in May or early June. Probably as like an homage. Probably came out like the last week of May, just to be like an homage to Star Wars again.
Right.
But Kyle also did a Disturbance in the Forest, which came out. Was it last year? The documentary about
the documentary
holiday
for
special.
was that out just last year? Yeah,
It was fairly recent. It was in I'm pretty sure it was in the sometime last year, but I can't.
it could
Nowadays,
be. Yeah, because
things
I
blend
went to
together
like
too
I
easily.
went down to like a specialty theater to watch that.
I went
It
to
wasn't
the what?
Is it
it
on
wasn't
Disney
it like
Plus?
mainstream.
Oh, like a smaller or a different type of chain.
Yeah, it wasn't at like the mainstream theaters. It was like a boutique theater that I had to like trek to go find.
What was that, Sherry? You were gonna say?
I was saying, is it on Disney Plus now?
It could be. I have the DVD because it was on. Somebody posted a link about it or something, and I got it for like $6.50 on Blu-ray on Amazon.
$6.50.
So I was like, I'll just get the
I've seen it.
DVD. I would imagine it probably is. I don't know for sure, but
It should be.
if it's not, it definitely should be. But when I saw that, I went to the Alamo Draft House downtown, and they did a Q&A, and Kyle, the director, was there, and he did a Q&A that was moderated, or was it moderated? I forget who it was moderated by, but I know Seth Green was involved in it because he's one of the people that talks in the movie, and there was somebody else there, I can't remember, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah, y'all get all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes we have some cool stuff going on. Speaking of which, I'm just going to keep rambling.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all the things. We talk about the things. We got cool things.
I was going to say, we are having something here where George Clooney is going to be at. So,
oh, nice, very cool. But last Friday, I met up with a handful of the group members, Corrine, Mike, and Jeremy, and we went to the Writers Guild in Beverly Hills, and we watched episode 9 of Andor, with followed by a Q&A with Tony Gilroy, Diego Luna, Ben Mendelsohn, Genevieve O'Reilly, Adria Ardona.
I do not know how to pronounce her name.
Bix.
Appropriately.
Yeah, Bix, and one of the producers. I think that was it. The main producer lady, who I've met before, was very cool, and was great to hear her stories as well. But that was a very fun event with the cast doing a Q&A after the episode we watched, which was, interestingly enough, very kind of heavy into 3 of the main characters: Bix, Mon Mothma, and Andor. And I think didn't have any Krennic in it, but Ben was there to talk about stuff regardless. He had some great little quips and stories. He ranted about Calkite for a moment. That was pretty funny.
Have you seen the new theater? The like, I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory, fan theory, what you call it, that the Empire really didn't need the Calkite.
Like trying to cover it up.
They didn't need it. It was just a distraction to, like, yeah.
Yeah, well, seems plausible. But anyways, that was Friday. That was kind of fun. Interestingly enough, I knew a handful of people there besides the group I was with. Justin and Devin, who do some representation for a couple of our friends. Including Kiriana from Skeleton Crew. They were in line literally right in front of us. And JC, who owns Scum and Villainy, which may be expanding shortly,
Ooh.
He was in front of them, which was very funny. And then another group member was in line behind us. It was like a nice little kind of group of people that were all kind of knew each other, sort of. But
yeah, I think I knew that you were there from someone else's post before I saw yours.
well,
Oh,
yeah. But then what's funny is that a whole bunch of people that we also know and friends of the group and the channel were at another event that literally happened the minute they were done at ours. They went out the side door, jumped in cars, and were at they went to the SAG-AFTRA building like a mile away and did another Q&A right after that. And Pam Riddle and Tamara Carlson Woodard, and I think a few other people were at that one. And that one actually had Alan Tudyk in it, which I was kind of jealous of. But the one we had was very, very cool. And it was fun to hang out with, the other members of the group. And, that was a cool Friday. Saturday, I meant to meet up with Marty because he was talking about being in Monster Palooza here in Burbank, the horror con, getting made up live, and I didn't end up making it to that. I did make it to the thing I was planning to go to in the evening, which was a live script read of Empire Strikes Back, dubbed Minox from Space.
I saw some pictures from that. The unicorn tauntauns.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Little inflatable sort of tauntauns.
Hello, Peter. How are you doing?
Hey, Peter.
Good to see you. And so that was Saturday. I got to hang out with Kareen again, and the Skywalkers were there. I met them in line. We hung out for a minute and then sat together for the show. And Richard and I were bold enough to jump up when they put up a microphone and said, anybody want to get up and try to do some Star Wars trivia?
Oh.
And us two and one other guy got up, and we all won candy.
I am soured on the Star Wars trivia after I did it on I shamefully lost when I did it on my cruise.
That's
like, damn it.
Well, this was a weird
but
one.
You were technically right on that one question.
Yeah, see,
I was
question askers
too complete. I answered more than was
well, that should
necessary.
give you bonus points.
But I did lose on like the Andor related question, which was I didn't remember what the hell a U-wing was, because I don't think a U-wing really looks like a U-wing.
No, it looks more like a W. But and then it changes to like a Y, which is actually more like a Y than a Y-wing. But anyways, that was fun. We won regardless of how well we did with the questions, but we all, I think, got them right for the most part. The last question that they sort of just went down the line and asked us all like a question, and the last one was like multiple questions because there was it was it was one of those this or that things where you're supposed to, there was 10 items and it was either droid or drug name.
Droid or drug name.
So there was a few interesting, like M99 or something is like a drug.
Oh.
And that was one of the ones that stood out.
Wasn't like, Mary Jane 8 or something.
They were all like weird prescription letter number designation.
Oh.
It sounded very droidy, so that's why it worked that way. And anyway, so it was fun. And Sunday I went to Universal Studios and hung out with a buddy of mine because I had some tickets I needed to use, and was a little disappointed that they hadn't kind of leaned all the way into the Jaws anniversary stuff.
Oh yeah,
because they a while back, before they built Wizarding World here in Hollywood and tore out a perfectly good amphitheater that I'd gone to for many decades, saw amazing bands. Universal Amphitheater, rest in peace, also called Gibson Amphitheater for a while. But anyways, Wizarding World, before they built that in the footprint of the amphitheater and part of the park that got taken out, they had the big shark, hanging like on like a pier or something, the Jaws shark. But it was
he's in the museum that we saw downtown now, isn't he? On
Yeah. Well, I think that's
was
not
that
the
him?
actual Bruce.
That's not the one that would hang. Yeah, that's like more of a physical embodiment of like a swimming shark, I think.
Okay.
More the one that they had in they had this little port area on the way to the tram ride in the old layout of the theme park, and that port area had like the big wooden thing with the ropes hanging off of it, and then the shark, and then they had it tied up with like his mouth was sort of pulled up, and then you could stick your head inside his mouth for the photo or whatever. And I have a picture somewhere where my leg is like up inside of his mouth. And then when they took the elements out to put in the new land, they never replaced that. Although there's a smaller version that you see when you're on the studio tour, and that's at the Jaws part of the studio tour, but it's nowhere near as big. But now they're doing a whole Jaws thing, and they have like one of the food stands is themed out as like Amity Eats or Amity something. And then they around the corner from that they had put up the new shark, but he was behind a damn fence when I was there. I was very sad. I got pictures of that, but the likelihood that I get back before they're past this Jaws anniversary thing is going to be not very likely that I will be. But anyways, we're getting close to the time. I just been
a reminder to everybody that we are watching Fanboys. I think you should be able to know from the overlay what we're doing.
Yes.
So get that queued up. As I went with, I'm on the Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I'm on Amazon Prime as well. Hulu.
And I'm on the DVD.
I didn't check YouTube specifically. It just listed it as having it, so I went with it.
I think I saw it listed as having that. Will like you could rent it or something? Trying to connect to freaking Apple TV? I don't know.
Hulu was pushing Paramount Plus, and so I guess you could watch it on Paramount Plus if you have that as well. So, but
yeah, get it queued up because it's going to be a little wonky. As long as we're semi close to the same place when we're watching.
Yeah, it's I'm at the W at the beginning.
I am just right there at where it like hits Lionsgate.
So what I was seeing was Trigger Street or something like that.
Oh, mine I think goes immediately. Everybody, it's like I said, we're going to be talking over it anyway. But get your stuff queued up ish, ready to find and watch the snarky craziness that is Fanboys.
It is an interesting ride. If you've never seen it before and you're watching it for the first time with us, then sorry, but it should be fun.
Well, I think we found out the other day, in the Cantina, that Skip has never seen this.
Oh yeah,
that's true. I believe Skip has never seen it. Okay, I went too fast, and I'm at a short time ago in a galaxy not so far away.
All right, we'll let you know when we hit that point. I'm still it's showing Trigger Street as the production or distributor for me at the very beginning.
Yeah, I got past that, and I thought I was hitting the pause button, and I was hitting the play button. Because on my DVD player, there are two separate buttons. Where on my other stuff,
mine immediately goes to it's like a supernova, not a supernova, but it's like a zoom back in the galaxy and goes to Lionsgate. That's what
weird. It's odd that it's Lionsgate, but anyways, so I have the timer over there. I'm going to hit the countdown. We will wait till it gets to 0 and then hit your play button on whatever devicey thing you're on, and we'll be ready to go, Sherry?
Sure.
All right, here comes the countdown. Trigger Street is what I'm getting as a
Okay.
production or distributor, and now it's fading out. Now it's a short time ago in a galaxy,
All right.
not so
I
far,
didn't
far
play
away.
then.
All right, then I'm behind because Lionsgate takes forever. This is a big old Lionsgate intro.
Now the Fanboys words just came up. And here's the crawl, episode 7, Return of the Saga.
Oh, see, now I think I'm getting the other one that you're talking about. Is it like one with like an old school film strip?
Yep.
Trigger Street, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so see, I got Lionsgate before Trigger Street, and then
That's weird. Must have been like a
And
double.
if you notice in the crawl, it's actually counting down the seconds.
Oh yeah, it is. 33 minutes and 25, 4, 3. So it's still, we're on the crawl, Dave.
all right.
I'm not reading it. I should be. I haven't watched
All
this
right,
movie
I'm
in a
right at the
while.
bottom of the crawl, I think, right there. Ever wonder why these words are flying? Maybe aliens in another galaxy will one. Yeah.
Sent
from
my
iPhone.
In from my iPhone. Well, that was when that was a new thing. See,
Yeah.
Troy, it's universal right there. See, I like the when we have it. Well,
Yeah, see,
this is the kind of snarky thing. Didn't these guys for a while? I think at least Fogler was on the con circuit, right? I don't know that
Yeah, he's been around. He does stuff because he did like Fantastic Beasts or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's got that other kind of thing going on.
Wumba, man. Like, here's wake up and smell.
Look at that. That's a sick set of armor for. This is supposed to be 99.
Yeah, like I said, that was
Or
what
not,
I
yeah,
said,
early
wake up
99.
and smell the 90s is like Chumbawamba.
But that Vader, that gear.
Woo.
Uh-oh, spilling beer. But that armor is pretty good for.
And and there you
99.
go, Anna.
Uh,
Thanks for popping by, Peter.
Yeah. Thanks,
Okay.
Pete.
Absolutely. Prayers always.
Always for Sarah.
yes.
Yeah, right there. There you go. Halloween party, and there you go. Be hilarious if she was like some little like Swiss girl or Norwegian with a little thing, but yeah, foresight, time travel.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like very reminiscent of
What we do when we stand around and have conversations like this.
as well as like it takes me back to like Clerks, because that's sort of where
Well, yeah, it
Sort of
is.
the
It's
tipping
like,
point.
what about all the independent contractors on the Death Star?
it's just the deep philosophical discussions about Star Wars minutia.
Yes.
Nah. Oh no.
On the crew commentary, they were talking about how they originally had bottled beer, but the 501st was kind of iffy about it.
About the
So they
stormtroopers holding
switched-
beer.
Yeah, so they switched to the cups, so it could be anything out of respect for the 501st.
Okay.
Because they did get a lot of costumes and
Yeah, I
props
was
and
gonna say.
things from the 501st members.
I think it makes you more 90s immersive because we weren't
Yeah.
drinking freaking
Red Solo cups is
beers. It was like,
well, especially if it's a keg party like this.
Yeah.
You're getting out of a keg. You're not, less people are going to have bottled beer if there's a keg in the corner. Why bring beer to a keg party?
Solo cup. I feel
But,
you.
yeah. But those costumes definitely are.
They're
good
way
quality.
nicer than anything that we would have had in the 90s.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that would be the only people that had that is
It would be like legit prop.
first
Yeah,
at that point.
exactly.
See, there's a deep dive. That's a name that hasn't lasted. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yeah, okay, still buy that. Still relevant. Janine Garofalo. Deep dive, people.
Well, she hasn't been in a lot of stuff, but she's still around. I think she still does like some comedy and some other things.
But of course, speaking of your Star Wars connections, that would be Sarah Michelle.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and about to be even more relevant again in the Buffy reboot with again another Star Wars
Ryan.
Alum. Yep.
That's kind of fun. That going from Skeleton Crew to Buffy. That's pretty hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's Buffy, but she's not going to be Buffy. She's going to be
the Slayer.
The Slayer.
She'd be a Hut Slayer.
Yeah.
But
she's apparently this generation Slayer. But I don't know. They'll have to do some weirdness because if Buffy is Sarah Michelle is still Buffy, she's still a Slayer. But there was some weirdness where she died and another Slayer was born anyway because there were two Slayers in the old. I don't know.
But in the end, they made where there was multiple Slayer. Anyone who was a possible Slayer became a Slayer.
Okay, I didn't watch all the way to the end. Is it jumped to shark?
They had tons of Slayers at the end.
Okay. Well, that is good to know, and that explains it further. But
that was the first bit of motivation there for this. Was that
Shooter McGavin?
Oh yeah, that first that conversation they just had about trying to go to Lucasfilm, and then him being sad that he's a car salesman.
Yes. In Ohio.
Oh, yes, Ohio. And actually, it says the town is Shandell, and it's actually an anagram of Ashland, Ohio, which is where somebody is from. I think it's Kyle Newman.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think any of us would roll around in that van, and that would be cool.
Definitely, especially the interior. But he's got himself as Luke.
Yes,
on the painting.
Himself as original poster buff.
Yeah,
Luke. It's almost Power of the Force Luke.
Very much so. And now they got the other motivation.
Yes.
With the cancer diagnosis.
Here it is.
That's Roy from The Office. This is right before he did Roy, I think. Nanu.
And another deep dive that has not necessarily survived in the pop culture lexicon. Though, big shout out to, I won't name names, but one of the parents of my students came to a 5th grade graduation today wearing rainbow suspenders.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, I don't know if that was for Pride Month or if that was a nod to Mork for Mork.
Robin Williams nod, yeah.
Yeah. I was not able to get close enough to see. Remember the Robin Williams one that had big white hand, glove hands for clasps?
Oh, is that what it was? He also didn't he have a button on it or something?
I think there was yeah. But because I had a pair in the 80s and they had the big glove hands, and I think that was original to the show, or maybe those were just mine. I don't know.
All of the Star Wars props in this room were fan contributed, and they were digging through a box and they found that Chewie mask, and it was
nice.
That wasn't originally part of the plan for him to wear the Chewie mask.
Well, it works, especially with him putting his glasses on over the mask. And it's like one of those Ben Cooper.
They could do this today. They could just like film in one of the mock-up rooms at Rancho, right?
Yeah.
Does Rancho have mock-up rooms literally at the ranch? I know they do it when they come to Celebration.
I think that was just done for the convention.
Oh, well, maybe
it was
not.
like they gathered up stuff and then put it together. I don't know if they have that as like an actual display at the ranch.
I think they do. I was watching a video last week where the Guinness Book of World Records did a thing about it.
Oh, wow.
And Steve was walking him through, and it was that setup from, I believe it was Celebration Chicago, where they had the bedroom set up.
Well, they had a bedroom set up in Anaheim as well.
Yeah, they did. I think the first time they did it was Orlando. But, they varied each time. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Passionate about
I got a Star Wars shirt on.
Yes. Look, right there. I am wearing a lovely shirt from our T Public collection. Yippee-ki-yay, Dank Ferrick.
That's a good one.
I have the Ralph McQuarrie 40th anniversary.
Nice.
And
is that T Turtle, Jeff?
It looks like, possibly. It's one of those sites.
Like
so it's
cutesy Star Wars.
IG-11 with Grogu.
Mm.
Yep. When he came in on the speeder bike and started taking care. Yep. Okay.
They got more tanner on him than
he looks very orange, yes. And that mustache is like, I think that's a fake mustache.
There you go.
But it's definitely, if it was his, it would probably be darkened.
Yeah.
I love how he's so not into this.
Like, yeah. Well, I get to own a car dealership. No.
It doesn't fit him. His head's too small. Tanning Tuesdays. Yeah, no. There we go.
Yes.
Gotta use the Jedi mind tricks. Dan looks very young in this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure Dan was very young in this.
Well, this is pushing, it's like 17 or close to 20 years old. Uh-oh.
Yes. Another artifact of the video.
The put downs and all his.
FYI, this is not exactly a family friendly.
Oh yeah, that's right. We forgot to give the disclaimer.
13.
But it's very much like, no, don't hawk the Trek.
Sorry, Garfunkel.
Yeah. I love
off of our land.
There it is. You Kirk loving Spock suckers.
Oh. I love the Wookiee door opener. Oh wait, it's a carriage house.
That one hits close to home. Oh, here's the map. I love how the path is just a straight line. It's not like
It really is. The path is not a straight line. Okay.
that road is not that straight.
No. There's this little thing called the Rocky Mountains that
And
are kind of in the way there.
lots of windy whatever. I love how they think he's getting catfished. Good old anonymity of the internet back in the day.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, again, this is just very much like, wasn't that part of the plot to Road Trip?
He's
Or at
trying
least,
to meet somebody. I like his Palpatine Pez dispenser.
I think I have that Pez dispenser.
Nice. Pardon me.
Look at his... He just keeps going.
Yes.
Over the top. Please stop. Yes. I do really like all the curtains being made out of old bed sheets, though. Like the ones in the window are red.
And they're good. They're going for really. They've got like the really like shiny vinyl iron-on shirt. They're going like baseball shirt
That's
going.
like 70s style or early 80s.
Yes.
Or mid 80s. Actually, I might have that. Oh no, it's a different shirt.
You have the
No.
floor plans to Skywalker
Yep.
Ranch? What?
The security
I think
codes.
we have a potential trip planned for later to that area.
It was the bounty hunter's design on his shirt that I thought.
Oh, damn it!
Might have.
I was like,
Stop humping.
Thundercats.
I love how they call Chewie instead of shotgun.
What do you mean with those?
It's got to be faster. There it is. Look at that. It's got cool string lights before they were
an easy thing. Like everybody had the LED whatevers.
This entire thing is a rush.
Tapes.
Originally, it was supposed to be Journey tapes.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, that makes sense.
Rush is better.
But Journey makes more sense because they're on a journey.
Yes.
They're on a journey.
On the nose.
I can literally see because I unearthed it like from my first truck. Like my tape case is sitting right there. I can almost touch it. It's like wait. And the question,
from Ohio.
why do I still have that? But it's right there.
Lived underneath the seat or something for a long time.
I lived down by the 4-wheel drive shifter. Like I think I had like little Velcro that would like hold it on the carpet down there.
Nice.
Oh, that is not a straight line. We've got to go from Ohio to Texas but I guess originally his plan was for it to be a straight line, but
I think it's more of point A to point B without.
Yeah, that was what his original plan was. They didn't know anything about meeting Rogue Leader. But speaking of Texas, if you want to meet up with us in Texas in August, you can come, check us out and meet us at the Rebel Scum Con, right? Boon to Eve special edition at the Rebel Scum Con, August 8th there.
Lots of fun guests.
Oh, so many fun guests. We've got all the people.
We got all the people. There's a lot of people going to be there.
What?
Both at our event which is sold out for VIP, but
for VIPs, but you can still get your ticket. Make sure
definitely get your tickets. But we have a ton of guests, too many to mention at the moment. But
and that's in addition. Our guests are in addition to the guests, and some complimentary to the guests at the main con. There are even more guests for the main con.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Seth Rogen's first appearance.
Oh, here it is. Yes,
as a Trekkie.
I have never been there. I have been near there repeatedly, but every time I wanted to stop by, that my wife has shut down that idea. So,
oh no,
we're not making a stop there.
And the statues are R-rated.
Oh no!
I'm pretty sure that's a legit statue. Nah.
I know. Oh, ooh, yeah. No, you can see in the shot there.
Yes, you can. What's funny about this is like one of the least recognizable versions of Seth in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't realize it was him until the credits.
Aha!
Uh-oh. Hilarious. And what's they must not have been able to get the rights from Paramount to actually use anything that was Star Trek, because they're vaguely Star Trek.
Vaguely Star. Well, that's what he says. Is the Viacom? He blamed that in the dialogue for the reason the statues don't look like them.
Oh, right.
Because there was that point where, like, what is now the Paramount people, but the Star Trek people were just cracking down on people making fan films. It's like they were out for blood. Huh. This is probably about that time.
Or was written at that time.
Right.
Oh, Han Solo a bitch.
There's the line.
Uh-oh. I love how he doubles down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, scanning.
In the subtitles, it didn't say Trekkers laughing; it said Trekkies laughing.
Oh, there you go. They
know what's up.
Oh, here we go. Snake. It's like every fandom made. It's like, no, we're gonna go Wolverine.
He's doing his Wolverine line. Uh-oh. Oh no.
And I love how they're redoing like the choreography from the show, right? This is the choreography of the Spock and Kirk fight.
Right.
The Chewbacca horn.
Yep. Slave 2.
Here it comes.
Disable the vehicle.
The Star Wars.
Oh no. Almost ran that guy over. Oh, up. He hurt him. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Nope. Coming back.
Oh.
Do you hear the like, you can hear the Falcon noise right there, the Falcon engine noise when they go. They're like putting all the detail in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, Lucasfilm gave them permission to use a lot of the sounds. They're from the Skywalker library.
That's no moon. Space station.
Damn, they gave both Kirk and Khan a big old package there, it looks like.
Yes. Well, that wouldn't be if they're battling with those implements, that would not have been Kirk and Khan. That's the funny thing. That should have been Kirk and Spock.
Right.
Sorry.
I don't need to get the Star Trek elements correct.
I know.
We're making fun of them.
Wait, no, wrong. Well, it wasn't a real phaser either in the case. It was not a
Nah. Oh no.
Oh.
I have the little sand crawler that's on the dashboard. That little Micro Machines one. It's like that big die cast.
Thousands.
Gotta have that grappling hook.
Much more important than a spare tire.
Those come in handy. There's the cantina scene. Can't be a Star Trek adjacent movie without a cantina scene.
Star Trek?
Star Wars.
You need to leave.
Now, I had to do a double check on this bartender because I thought he vaguely looks like Pedro.
Oh.
Like Pedro's cousin.
Because Pedro's in everything.
Pirate teeth. Show him what's up.
No.
Cantina.
Whoops. Blue Oyster Bar version.
Yep. There we go. That would have been the kicker right there. There's your police academy. They should have played the Blue Oyster Bar music.
Menudo.
Oh yes, Menudo.
Mike should be watching. He would like this scene.
God, I remember what was it? Like Menudo had like a spot on Saturday morning cartoon, like primetime thing. Was it did they have a show or was it just specials?
Sounds about right. All I know is Menudo had high turnover.
Well, yes. Oh
no, he went. He went full Monty on him.
Oh,
a toy lights. The subtitles. Oh, there's Danny Trejo. Subtitles said a torrid lightsaber battle as opposed.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I thought he said toy.
No, I don't know.
Maybe it was a torrid lightsaber battle. I forgot Danny was in this.
I did not remember that either. But again, now Danny is in himself a Star Wars adjacent.
Well, he's not adjacent anymore.
Well, yeah, no. Well,
this was adjacent.
Yes, this was adjacent before he was in Star Wars.
Just laughing.
Eating.
That's not cilantro.
That's special.
Yes, the special guacamole.
He'd be tripping.
Yep, it did. Yep. Who plays the Ewok in this? Anybody know?
That's a good question.
I looked it up earlier, but it wasn't a name I recognized.
Oh, okay.
And this scene right there wasn't in
There we
the
go.
original cinema version. They added it to the DVD.
The which scene?
The thing where it says,
"You are very high."
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure the whole thing about like the drug references when this came out were not they were not as forgiving, or would not have been as forgiving with the ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there might have been something like that they had to cut, but they could put it in the DVD release, so they just put it back. Oh no, his dad's Darth Vader.
Ewok, Hugh Elliott. I do not know who that is.
Neither do I.
Oh no. So this is my lucky R2. That's what it is.
I like how he looks like Jabba.
He is the cheat.
Stupid lines.
Oh, doesn't everybody like to refer to themselves in the third person, man? Zan and Gina. There you go. More deep cut references. There you go. Lump.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the specific time frame music.
Yes.
What
is this? The presidents of the United States of America?
Yep.
And the fact that I can reference Chumbawamba and the presidents in the United States. Oh man, this is why I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
Stuff
that lives in my brain.
That girl tricked him. Pop and taco. We used to have a lot of pup and taco restaurants around here. I think that would scare me too if I was the one working the drive-through.
Again, at the point that this is supposed to be set, like 4 of those like trooper masks. That's.
Mm-hmm. And you notice that he's blonde in this picture because they filmed that sequence like a couple months later.
Oh no, the ad for 6 days, 7 nights.
Oh no.
That's how they got Harrison in it. Ooh, look at that shirt. He's styling.
Yeah. Toyed me. Jabba the Hutt. Yep. There's a Jabba the Hutt, I think, at Lucas or at the ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, maybe in Lucasfilm.
I did not
at
know.
the Presidio. I think one of the both. Either I don't remember.
I think it's at the ranch.
Yeah. It's like walking around with no glasses on.
That guy's the hairdresser on the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then they
put your glasses back on, dude.
Oh damn!
Oh no!
Yep. See, well, he kind of was getting catfished, it looks like. Windows.
And this is the big drop of the news. What? You have the company? No.
He should be giving them all jobs. It's a carriage
Mom's
house.
garage. It should have been Mom's basement.
But it's a carriage house. You couldn't say the basement was a carriage
Oh, okay.
house. There's Nathan Suppley from My Name is Earl and many other things.
Yes.
Remember the Titans?
And he's playing Harry somebody.
Harry
Knowles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had
This
the
is before he was like ridiculously jacked.
Oh yeah, well long.
Yeah.
This is back when he was very, very heavy. But yeah, Harry Knowles. But Harry Knowles had like Ain't It Cool News or something was his website. And they one of the sites that used to get the scoops on stuff.
Oh. Oh, take shots at the bat suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all about that. Ain't It Cool News? Mm. That's an easy one.
You must verify with Star Wars trivia. Dude. What? Why is this hard?
Well, this was before it was common knowledge.
This is before that. Yes, this is before it was a thing.
Yeah.
But if you had seen the holiday special,
right?
Yeah.
You'll know,
my friend in Vegas.
Scruffy Nerf Herder's their version of I Have Friends Everywhere. Busted.
Oh, there's the cop.
Imperial bacon. Giant bag of peyote.
No, what?
This is sort of like Super Troopers.
Uh-huh.
They have the drugs, but then Super Troopers, they eat it all.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Woo!
Talk to me, Goose.
Yeah, there's a wide range of references in this
There
movie.
really are. It really is like living the life with this is
Just all the
is
references. Light speed.
Uh-oh.
Just like light speed.
Punch it. Oh no. And he's making all the same noises.
Yep. There we go. Kicks in. I
Woo.
love how they saw the jump.
Yeah, they see the star field.
Yes. Look at that. There goes R2 scream. Oh shit. Why is that billboard right in the middle of the road?
Boom.
And the taillight's perfectly positioned.
Classic. Gotta love the visual references. That's funny. They almost got away.
Oh yeah, no.
Up there's he was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Joe Palatiano or something like that. He's pretty funny. Now you get to be in that cell until
Oh no, you can't say that.
it's so lame.
Oh no.
That's gross.
Oh, that's
Sit on a bunch of meat and
that's
cheese.
worse. That's worse. Can of corn.
He used the sock to finish up. Nasty.
Oh.
Damn, she got there quick.
Oh no.
Ugh. Yeah.
Oh, you know they're gonna do that. As soon as you say that, it's yes.
Mm.
Oh.
Busted. Home now. Should have said, "Get your ass to Mars."
Yeah. This is like this is Harvey Dent, Billy D. Williams.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay, he was giving off that politician vibe, like Harvey Dent.
Mm-hmm.
Tough look. They used to make laptops that were specifically for use in, rough terrain.
Right. It's like the laptops that the military laptops that come with like a Humvee. It's how you program it's whatever.
Tactical case on that. Oh no.
Oh, here we go. It's always a thing. Oh, nope. Weird.
Say timeout. They're gonna choke him out.
Shoot her.
Get the jaws of life.
There we go.
She was filming Veronica Mars the same time as she was doing this movie, so she was like doing Monday through Thursday Veronica Mars, and then go the weekends to film with these guys.
Yeah, interesting how she was kind of like at her height, and then was still cool about doing this sort of funny little fan
at her
movie.
height, hello,
She's short.
Frozen. Hello.
Well, that's a voice thing is a little different. And I couldn't sit through that movie, so try to block it out.
Let
I
it go, Jeff.
Frozen, but I never watched any of the sequel things.
The sequel to Frozen is Frozen 2 is hilarious because they put like an 80s like soft rock anthem in. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
It is worth a watch. We of course saw it, I think, in theaters maybe more than once.
Oh yeah, memes would have been the age.
Yes, indeed. Again, right over there, I have not only an Anna and an Elsa dress, but there's my Kristoff costume, an Olaf hood.
Why was she smoking a cigar?
I even have. We did this for work when it was at the height of its thing. I have like a Grandpappy, the troll costume.
Fanboy style.
Yes. They did it. They said the name of the movie in the thing.
Sit in a hotel room watching, was that Stargate?
Yeah.
Things you can't say anymore.
No.
He fell on Alf. That's pretty funny. Oh,
and
yeah,
you can
that's
make
right.
me that Dark Side t-shirt.
Yes.
Busted.
This is like Big Bang Theory.
Nah.
Yep, digging a hole.
Yeah. Need to wait till she's in that getup over there. Oh, yeah, here comes Jamie King, and I don't know the other actress's name.
Oh, yeah, I don't know who. Yeah.
But Jamie King, she was very nice at the little signing thing they did. I think her and Kyle were together for a while. Be my Dak.
There you go. There's code for wingman right there.
Yep. Except Dak dies, so, or does he? I don't know.
Nobody is ever truly dead. You didn't see a body.
Somehow Dak returns.
Yes, somehow Dak returns.
Need one of those shirts for Texas.
Ooh, that would be good. Here we go.
Alderaan places. Well, he has to go deep into the explanation. Just shut up. They thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. TrekCon with a K. It should have been KAHN. Hey, look, that guy looks familiar. It's a pretty. I like his jacket though, even though it's not really Trek. It's very spacey.
Yeah, it is. Well, they're all like wearing Trek adjacent stuff.
Flux capacitor. Does he have a carriage house? That's the question.
Yeah, it's got a flux capacitor. I mean, like, really?
Just by itself. Nah. It's wow.
The Rainbow Regiment.
There you go.
Yes. I wonder, was this? Yeah, and that's like probably a reference to like a real thing, because the big TrekCon is always in Vegas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's got Rogan there.
Yeah, Seth is a second Trekkie here.
Oh, here we go.
He's drinking Yoo-Hoo. Where do you get Yoo-Hoo in a Vegas hotel?
Come on, they've got everything in Vegas.
It's probably in the mini bar, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Loaded with the Yoo-Hoo. Love how he's getting actual advice.
And wow, there's
Escort.
Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
We need a variation of that shirt that says I went to Boonty Eve and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Wow, they're coming tonight.
This is classic. Spoiler alert. More Trekkies. He's got the jacket with the insignia. Fake insignia. Trekking with TJ.
Like, dude, you don't recognize who the Trekking with TJ.
He's got to cover his TV career. I can score anything. Oh.
Yes.
Anything. Nah. Nah.
Play force is strong over here. Escorts. X-Man #1 t-shirt.
He's got a lot of interesting. Those are like that bounty hunter one was a comic cover too, I think, right? We're male prostitutes and you owe us. And here comes Seth again. Spoiler alert.
Challenging roles.
It's funny that in this particular location of Vegas, he's in it as three different characters.
Mm.
And there he is again.
Run away.
I love these tattoos that he's got, although they're not as good as some real ones that I've seen. But
yeah, it's funny that he happens. Yeah,
the Yoo-Hoos cost a fortune. There's a bottle of wine that's got to be like $100, if not more.
Oh yeah.
Rebel Alliance. There we go. Now everything's cool.
Oh. Yoda voice.
Gotta sing it. And his arm. Oh, there you go. That's the tat Dave has.
Oh, right there. Yeah, that's the see right here. We'll go.
Oh, there you go. Do it.
Just like that.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
What's funny about that back Jar Jar tattoo is that there wasn't a lot of like info on him.
There was some reference because remember
the trailers hit.
in the 90s, the movies episode 1 was completely spoiled by the toy line.
Oh yeah, that's
like
true.
you could actually get
a
Jar Jar figure before the movie came out.
Yeah, all the figures came out like a month or more before the movie dropped.
And at my store, I don't remember if this was for the DVD release or if this was for the toy release. They had the giant life-size Jar Jar.
Oh yeah, that's true. He was around.
Because I happen to still have one in my classroom. Oh yeah,
fight himself. That's funny.
Raw.
Yeah, I have.
Took up their fight though. That was cool.
When the movie came out and they had Jar Jar fruit snacks.
Ooh.
But my sister-in-law at the time worked for the company that was doing the production art for the boxes that they came in. And she gave me one, but it's the picture of Jar Jar is blacked out.
They're trying to hide stuff. Redacted. Oh no. You're not going to see that in Frozen.
No, you are.
It wasn't hers.
It would have been funny if they used the same. Same... Uh-oh, here comes.
Oh, there you go. We're in the hospital.
And some more amazing cameos.
Yay. There's the doctor. I love how she says Star Wars. This is Star Wars.
Gotta see it.
There you go. Doesn't everybody get their head stuck in a bucket trying to be Darth Vader?
Oh,
Name their
naming the right hand.
Leia. That's crazy. That's one of the things. This movie has some amazing writing. The story is fun, but it's just like all the one-liners. I named both hands Leia. That's it. Yeah. Where's his clothes at? They didn't grab his bag of clothes?
Oh, no, of course not. Why would that be? That would not be funny.
You're our only
The
hope.
nurse in the background
You're our
is
only hope.
The nurse in the background is Kristen Bell's mother.
Oh, nice.
Ah.
You have to kiss Carrie. There you go. More lines.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah. Here's a good cameo. I remember them having something to do with it, but I forgot exactly what it was, so that was funny. Oh, those $12 lightsabers. What are they doing?
Well, that was classic, man. That's what we had at that point. There was no like Disney
Finally worked. You still saying, "Oh my god"? Hey, we drove across that bridge.
Yes, we did.
I think we were going the other way though.
You did.
Going south.
And that Lucas Valley Road was there before Skywalker Ranch was.
Yeah, interesting that he ended up getting property there.
They even have like the old bed sheet curtains in the van.
Yeah, that's what I mean. All the curtains that he's had in his room and in the van are all like old bed sheets, different versions. I love how they have the passes and stuff. Grappling hook. They would not be able to get close at all without being made.
Well, again, was the security that good then?
I would have think at this point it would have been higher than like an average time, because leading up to the prequels.
But this was before the internet and where everybody knew where it was, and I mean, the internet was just it was text based at this point.
Well, it was graphical at this point. 5 years into the main internet being available. This was past only being AOL, but still AOL heavy.
Come on, people were still using web crawler at this point.
My favorite browser was Netscape.
Well, I still have a Netscape address.
Oh God.
What? That's my primary web address.
I'm
It's
surprised
like my email is
still
the
a thing.
is the Netscape account.
Ooh, doors open.
Spooky music.
Seems awfully quiet. A Scooby-Doo episode.
There was the Scooby noise.
Aw. This is where it gets real. It's all led up to this. Make sure you take notes next time you go to Skywalker Ranch. You got to compare.
Yeah, see if it's, two rights and a left and a right.
I like how the little card had both a barcode and a magnetic strip. This is more
That's
like
an impressive door.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This
Apparently,
room is
it's on somebody's garage in Mexico now.
that's cool. This is more reminiscent of Skywalker Ranch, Rancho Obi-Wan, with the way that Vader's there at the entryway and everything.
Ooh, there's notification. The latest episode of like the Katie Sackhoff podcast is she's talking Brent Spiner. There's your Star Wars crossover, right? Star Wars, Star Trek Battle Galactica crossover right there.
Oh yeah, that's all of them. Little the fedora. Thermal detonator.
Yes.
Oop. Willow's spell book.
The Zeppelin.
What's that from? Some indie thing?
The Zeppelin? Yeah, that's from Indiana Jones. Last Crusade.
Throw me the idol. They don't realize there's a big old camera up there.
No, why would they?
Look at the angle. That's so funny.
We've got bad dates.
Oh no. THX 1138 cops up in here. They went deep on all the Star or Lucas references.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
That would be super freaky if the security looked like that at the ranch. Rape.
It would be hilarious. Or they could have them be the they got
Yeah. Ray is gonna take you down regardless.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Yeah.
That is a bad idea going up a lightsaber battle against that dude.
And with those particular batons.
Yes.
And it's time for you to get mauled.
Yeah. Basically. Oh, there we go. Another indie reference. Lots of middle fingers in this movie. I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have put their hand in there and stopped that door. I need an elevator that has a Yoda voice in it.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, I don't care what you smell.
Into the garbage chute, flyboy.
And there it is. In the trash compactor. Totally.
Yeah, why would you have that?
That was a giant trash compactor.
Look. There you go.
3PO.
Oh, and the door just opens.
Yeah, just, well, turn that cranky thing. You'd think they'd turn the lights on if they're going to be searching for somebody instead of running around in the dark. Oh, they're back in that room.
No, this is a different room.
Oh, wait, that's right. But that's a better version of the idol because it's like in a case. This is the office, isn't it? Yep.
The indie posters.
They got some of the same stuff. Or similar for sure. I gotta find that picture of Lucas with Chewbacca. I wonder if that's legit.
Jar Jar is the screensaver.
Episode 1 rough cut.
Yes. It's right there.
It's painted.
Just play it. Yeah. Pass out.
There we go. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Turmoil. I can't watch it there. Take that laptop with you.
Yeah. What are you going to do? It's like, no flash drive.
Put it on a floppy.
Yes.
Nope.
Put it on an entire stack of floppies.
Yeah. I had a highly compressed, horrible version of episode 1 when it came out. It was still in the theater that I had on like a CD or before DVDs were like a thing.
I just remember it took like all night long to download the trailer.
Yeah, it was hours for sure. Is that Craig? Craig, yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I have that falcon on my ceiling in the other room. That's way too cool to be one of the original ones.
Oh yeah, Troy. Like we were talking about this in happy hour the other night. I've still got like a zip drive on the computer, the desktop down here. I had a jazz drive.
That's when you were serious with those.
Yep.
He's like joined it in.
Oh no.
He's gonna light the Ewok. No, don't burn Kevin.
Uh-oh.
With the punk rock hair.
Like feathers or something. Oh no. That's it.
Whoa.
Giant Vader image there on the Death Star. That would be a pretty cool conference room, actually. Yeah. Danny McBride.
Well, yeah.
Sweet cheeks. How does he know about that?
Like, what? How do you know
the ball? Oh. Hey, hey, George.
Yes.
I can,
We just
I
let
can,
us talk to George.
I can hear his beard. That's a great line.
No, not at all.
Keep him in the clear. Changed his way of thinking.
I've been informed. I feel the same way.
Great.
Oh no, we got again. It's the trivia. That's how you.
Simple
We need to
quiz.
start doing this. This is our greeting for virtual Cantina family meetups. We have to, like quiz each other with trivia. That's the secret handshake.
We already had Dak references. Get him with the.
Oh no. It's not a Star Wars.
I wonder how much of this was like weird.
How
improv.
much of that? Well, yeah, I'm sure that's got to be just them trying to get the other ones to laugh while they're.
Right. She knows what it is. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they pick her up.
And this, boys and girls, is America's sweetheart and princess. This is like, after, casting Rosario after the appearance in Clerks, it's like, that's always going to be the questionable stuff in your past.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Aha.
That's the caveat, but
Now there was a deleted scene that had William Catt in it.
oh god, Greatest American Hero. What was he doing?
Yeah.
Well, of course, if it's referencing everything else, how are they not referencing the Greatest American
Was he
Hero?
like a security guy as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember seeing some of that. I'm sure I saw those bonus features, just not recently. This would be killing me right here, sitting out in the van, waiting to hear what he thought about the movie that I have yet to see and really want to see. I called Chewy.
Yeah.
That's fine. Come on, tell us all about it. Spoilers. Oh, we got to see it. That was cool. It's better than being a car salesman. Mm-hmm. Such a downer part of this movie.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
the whole thing is, that's their motivation the entire time.
It's the heartfelt part.
Yeah. Hmm. Their last hurrah.
The hood uppies Obi-Wan.
This trip.
And here we are back to the 90s music.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. There we go.
Camped Out. There's the classic. Yes.
Yep. Opens tonight. Lots of troopers in line there. Oh, here she is. Carriage house. The Hutch touch. Nice.
There you go.
They should have referenced the lining up group in this, though. But I don't know. Damn, look at Kristen is amazing. This is funny. I love how they say that. Shh. Internet trolls to your face.
Like, no.
Oh, nice silver Sharpie. Oh, man. It's the wars. Yeah, sitting in the theater in full cosplay, I'm not all about it.
Well, yeah, I don't know that would have been a thing, but
yeah, sneak in them beers. There we go. Fanfare, the amazing fanfare.
Woohoo!
Dun,
Well,
dun,
yeah,
dun, dun.
at the time this is supposed to happen, there were not the common the theaters that served alcohol.
Oh, yeah. And you're going to sneak your own snacks in anyways. People don't do that as much as they
And what a line to end on.
Amazing. What a fun movie.
Yeah.
Very, very goofy. Look, there's Adam F. Goldberg screenplay.
Yes.
Kevin Spacey. Ooh, that didn't age well.
Yeah, no.
But
now it's trying to ship Meet a Medicine Man with Sean Connery. That's what it's like. That's what I need to watch next, apparently.
Of course.
Seen Medicine Man 4,000 times. But yeah, that's great. That's
music
amazing.
by Mark Mothersbaugh. I didn't know that. That's one of the guys from Devo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
Very cool.
Also did Rugrat music.
Oh wow. But that would kind of make sense with, being able to do proper period stuff, is having somebody who's legit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, got Billy D and Carrie, one right after the other. It was a good cast, even though there's not a ton of people in it. It's so weird that Seth plays 3 characters.
Mm-hmm.
For no apparent reason.
I mean, you'd think they could have maybe got somebody else to do 1 or 2 of those, but that's still fun. But yeah, then Jay went on. He's the voice of the animated How to Train Your Dragon guy, isn't he?
I think
I did
so.
not know.
Anyways,
yeah,
lots of fun stuff. So,
but people out there watching, this is like what we're going to be doing for a while. We're going to be watching, Star Trek and other Star Trek.
Uh-oh.
Oh. And that wasn't me doing that on purpose. That was
hawking the Trek, man.
So we're going to be watching Star Wars and other properties. So if you have suggestions,
yeah, we're still considering some of the future programming.
Oh yeah, it's you can always just kind of comment on the thing, but you can email us, check out our website at virtualcantinanetwork.com or email us at all the things at virtualcantinanetwork@gmail.com.
Yeah, definitely check out our website and see what's there and get some info about us and info about things that coming up and links to all the things.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I got my fingers crossed for the Phineas and Ferb episode.
Oh yeah, well, and Phineas and Ferb is that next week that there's a new season of that coming out?
I know that they've been pushing the show. Obi-Wan, who I mentioned earlier, who has the Star Wars car. He's got I think it's the G-Wing that he has now, is third variation or whatever. Anyways, he posted about tracking down the Phineas and Ferb ice cream truck today. And had I known it was around, I may have went and looked for it as well. Although
that would be super
I'm
fun.
not that familiar with Phineas and Ferb. I know an individual is very fond of them, and that is Mark Von Olen. So maybe he'll be on with us for that.
Because there's only 104 days of summer vacation. That seems wrong. That's got to be something. There's less than that. What's the song say?
Or you could be like me, permanent summer vacation.
There you go. That's a little different.
I only got a half day left. A half a day tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah,
we don't have graduation for another week and a half. Anyways,
no, we had graduation today, our 5th grade graduation. No. But yeah, and of course you can watch us on all the watch-alongs and all the shows and all the things. But you can, of course, still join us at the Boonty Eve special edition in Texas, coming up in August. Yes. And thanks so much to our sponsors for Boonty Eve special edition. Special
Try that again.
Boonty Magician. Boonty Magician. Boonty Eve special edition VIP home theaters. Engage your sensors. Engage. See, there is VIP hawking the Trek. Damn it!
I didn't think of that.
Engage. I don't know.
Yeah, so VIP they're the top tier sponsor, but we also have some other sponsors, including Arta Wigs and Plum Askew and Mood and Jennifer Lyle and Cole Brookdale Candles and Michelle Young's My MTA travel agent and Andy's Boat Repair, which is hidden underneath the
we gotta think about that. There you go. So you
there we go.
Off.
Make sure we're not covering anybody up. Those people
don't cover
be recognized. So yes, and if you didn't tune in last Monday, you can catch up with an amazing episode of Clone Wars Revisited. You can search the group, or you can look on YouTube and find the on-demand video and check it out. And she was a lot of fun.
Oh, she was so
absolutely. That was
delightful.
great. The look, spoilers, like she totally tried to skirt the Corky Kreese issue, damn it.
Mhm.
Like, we're gonna have to get her and Katie Sackhoff together and corner them in a
Grill
room.
them.
And yes.
Yes,
I
definitely.
do believe
So,
there's going to be a picture opportunity with both of them at
Mm.
Rebel Scum.
Oh,
nice.
very
Very cool.
nice. That will be
Mhm.
super fun.
Well,
And ask her
And-
to say Buta Eve.
she will be joining us at Bunta Eve Special Edition. So come with questions, and you can, Katie may or may not be in the room, but at this event, Anna will definitely be there. So
Mm.
bring all your.
But Katie will be at Rebel Scum,
Yes, she'll
just
be at
not
the con.
necessarily at Bunta Eve.
You never know. We've had
People have shown up before.
Yes, stranger things have happened. So,
But check us out on the YouTube channel. You can. I just this second made the Anna Graves interview our featured video, so that
nice.
should just pop right up on the homepage for you there.
Cool. Very cool. All right. So that was a good one. It's getting past your guys' bedtime. I'm still good, but
oh yeah. And you can join us again Sunday. It's a new episode of the Unifying Force. Well, I will be here Sunday morning at 11 with Kat and Gio. We have a list of things to talk about. One of which is I apparently missed one of the pivotal episodes of Andor, like the 6th episode of season 2. I missed it because we didn't do that on the watch along. That was on Sherry's watch along.
And Friday watch along.
Friday watch along.
Yeah, I skipped it and lost it, and had to catch up and watch the next week. So that may be some of that. And we've done it on the pre-show and the post-show before, but Kat and Gio want my live reaction to the new Superman trailer, on air. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Kat is very much looking forward to that.
It's like, damn it, I was in Walmart on the toy aisle the other day, and the toys look better than the damn trailer. Like Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner actually looks like Guy Gardner in the toy.
Nah. That's funny. Oh, so it doesn't look exactly like Nathan Fillion?
It looks more like Nathan Fillion than he looks like Nathan Fillion in the trailer.
Oh,
but it's got the right bowl cut and the right, it's
interesting.
Anyway,
well, Monday we have Clone Wars Revisited, another episode.
Yeah, they'll be going back to the watch along format there,
right?
Yeah, they're in season 2, and I think they're up to episode 5,
something like that.
Right. And then on Tuesday, if you happen to be around, we'll post a link to our Zoom chat, and we just get together and talk about stuff.
We do this, but with you,
and or what we just saw in the movie. We do a lot of that.
Yeah,
speculation, and bouncing things around.
I was on till 2:00 in the morning this week.
Wow, I never made it back. I went to a screening of Good Fortune, which is another Keanu Reeves movie with Aziz Ansari and Seth Rogen, who we just saw in 87 Roles tonight. He and Aziz are affected by a guardian angel named Gabriel, who is a Keanu Reeves character, which is it's a very interesting thing where it was a fun movie. There's a lot of kind of existential crises, but ultimately it turns out good in the end. But it was a interesting premise, and it was fun how they played off of the different
well, that characters. Sounds reasonable, because I'm sure that Ashley's guardian angel looks like Keanu.
Well, if she texts and drives, sorry, spoiler alert, if she texts and drives, then that could very well be true. So anyways, you'll have to see the movie to understand that. But so then are we coming up on a new episode of Daughters of the Galaxy as well, I believe.
Exactly, yes. They will have a Daughters of the Galaxy episode going. I don't think we've actually heard
the subject.
What the subject will be of that. But Daughters of the Galaxy is always, again, the women of the Star Wars universe in some way, shape, or form.
Maybe they'll talk about Kristen Bell's character in Fanboys.
They could.
Could be.
It's entirely
I was
possible.
going to suggest to them, now it's a long cut and maybe they won't be interested because they would have to watch Resistance, but to do Tam and Doza, Tim Doza.
The pig and the chicken? What?
The women characters from Resistance.
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding.
There was some odd characters in there. Anyways, so yeah, check that out if you're interested, and we'll be back with. Is it Phineas and Ferb next week?
It depends on when Von Olen's ready to do Phineas and Ferb.
So we'll be back with another watch along.
Another watch along of a.
It will be Star Wars adjacent. It may be something that is specifically whatever property, but Star Wars'd, or a lot of references or things. There's a lot of stuff we've been talking about doing, and there's a handful of different properties that have leaned heavily into Star Wars and Star Wars parody, and created some amazing classic lines and scenes and situations that we will definitely visit at some point in the next few weeks. So yeah, keep an eye out for the announcements for that. And when the schedule comes out on Sunday or Monday, it should say what we're going to be watching that following Thursday.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that. And, join us if you're interested.
Right.
They may or may not be movies. So it depends on how, like if it's a TV show or something that has a few episodes, we'll probably go through, 2, 3, maybe 4, depending how much time we want to spend. But it should be fun. So definitely check that out. And we also have, this was announced as well, wasn't it?
What was announced?
Yes,
sure. Let's go with that. Yeah, it's Highway to the Cantina Zone, man. Is get your own, see, this is us referencing other properties, right? Get your own Top Gun inspired jacket there. That's like that
back graphic is awesome. We need to do something about maybe creating some other options to be attached later, because I really think some shoulder patches would rock that.
Well, that's what I thought too. It's like
that Highway to the Cantina Zone could be a cool.
That could be it could go opposite of where the name would get. Also, so this is a great satin jacket that's going to be available, and you can get it personalized. It won't say name on it. Likely, it would say the name that you possess as a person.
It would say your name. It says
not
your name. It's your
name.
Name.
Not your name, but your
Who's
name.
on first?
So that's a cool option. I think there's a link on the website as well, probably in the link tree too.
Definitely in the link tree. If you scan the QR, it's always anything that we do. If you scan the QR, you're going to
scan that
QR.
Our
sponsors
in the corner.
Are on the QR. You can get the VIP home theaters just by scanning our QR, and they're there as well as places down the rabbit hole where you can get to all of our other sponsors.
And don't forget, we are approaching 100,000 members for a little fan Star Wars celebration group that started back in
2017.
I think it might have been 16. I think it was when tickets were made available for 17 that the group kind of came into fruition. But anyways, we're approaching 100,000. We're at 98.3 approximately right now. And when we get to 99, we're going to have another amazing giveaway. And when we
43,
there we go. Ooh. And 99 will be awesome. And 100,000 will be very cool. So like we said before, refer your friends, click on that little, or scan that little QR code and send them along. And when we post about the contest, all you have to do is add your name into the mix, make a comment, and you'll be added to the wheel o' spins, and we'll do a random draw on a future watch along or some other show, possibly, depending on when it happens. And you know, you never know, you could win something really cool. I'm sure most people will be very interested in what we're going to be giving away next. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But
Yes, I will be entering.
oh
Me
yeah,
too.
like I said, I wasn't as keen on entering the last one, and I think these next couple will be much cooler. But I mean, not cooler, but just something
Well, again,
something I don't already have. Let's say.
Yeah, it's something that you didn't already have.
Yeah.
Right. That's more of what it is.
And I knew that I couldn't make it to Texas, so that's
Yeah, yeah. I think we might have got less entries because of that. You know,
Right. Yeah, that was kind of
that was one of the caveats. You had to be able to make it.
It's not like a destination item. It's like no.
So it'll be a little bit more widely accessible to people. So and yeah, so keep an eye out for that, and keep an eye out for what we're watching next week. It'll be another fun Star Wars adjacent property, and believe Spencer will be back at the very least next week. And other than that, do you guys have any things you want to say before we wrap up?
I think that's it. I'm good.
yeah. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. Definitely always. All right. You guys have a good one.